Hello, beautiful soul. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time and energy with me today. Before I begin, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, past, present, and emerging. I deeply acknowledge the aunties and uncles, the old people, who have spent the last 60,000 years in protecting, sustaining, loving, honoring this beautiful sacred land so that I may be of the highest service to it today. So as you can see, I have recently shaved my head. I did this on Monday. My friend did it for me on Monday. And it's something I've been wanting to do for about 7 years. And I came really close to it last year. I went from having shoulder length hair to like a pixie cut. And the reason for that was because my hairdresser said, look, I would shave your head for you, but when it starts to grow back, it's going to grow out in different directions for you because you've got like Asian consistency hair. And yeah, it's just going to be in all different directions. So that stopped me. There's a lot of reasons why I've always wanted to shave my hair off. One of the main ones was I wanted to let go of the standards of conventional beauty that society puts on us. The importance of hair and its association with beauty for women. What would it be like if I was to let that go and completely unattach from hair and how that makes me look? And I had a friend who did it a couple of weeks ago, a good friend. She had been wanting to do it for a little while. And once she did, she was just glowing. And because you don't have that hair kind of covering your face, the beautiful prominent features of her face really stood out. And I guess it just gives you an opportunity to celebrate those beautiful, unique features in an individual when they shave their head. And yeah, I'm really happy that I did it. I have no regrets whatsoever for myself. Because it's only been a few days, I haven't been out in public all that much really yet. So there are moments, because I'm this human being living this human experience, where I feel insecurity, I fear judgment, I don't feel pretty enough, whatever. Especially, you know, when you get a radical haircut that's completely different from what you're used to, and you put on the clothes that you normally wear and you don't feel like you suited because you're not used to seeing that haircut with those clothes. I've experienced a lot of that, so it's been interesting finding the clothes where I feel beautiful and in my power, and still navigating all of those things and what works best for me at this time. And another intention behind shaving my hair off is I feel like by letting go of hair, you're physically stepping into your power, you know? And that almost gives you like a leg up in stepping into your true power in terms of speaking your authentic truth, honoring your boundaries, treating your energy as the sacred energy that it is, and using the discernment that we all deserve in guarding our energy against the people and the external environments that don't serve us and aren't in alignment with highest quality nourishment. And so that has been amazing in really giving myself that gentle push that I need to really step into my power. And also honoring the moments where maybe I'm a bit afraid to speak my boundaries. Maybe I'm hesitant about taking up the space that I know I'm deserving of. And that's okay too. And in those moments, it's so especially important to be gentle and kind and pour love into yourself. More than when you're happy or in a good space. I've had a lot of synchronicities come up for me lately, and I know that with the astrological plane at the moment, a lot of us have also experienced manifestation and synchronicities, and apparently from this Saturday onwards we're going to experience even more powerful manifestations. That's an exciting time, so be very conscious of your thoughts and what you're putting out there to the universe. One of the things that has come up quite a bit in my conversations with dear ones is around the manifestation of money, shifting our mentality of lack back to one of abundance. And I don't feel like I've fully reflected on what is that deep core wound almost that has created this fear and lack mentality around money for my whole life. I think part of it is because if I look at my ancestry, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, they both came from very poor backgrounds, which means that they would have had a lack mentality, and that would have passed on to my parents, which would then pass on to me. Other than that, I also think that it's, like a lot of us, it comes from a space of unworthiness. So the example I gave in a conversation today is I am financially comfortable right now and I'm not working. I probably won't need to for maybe another year, and because of the lifestyle that I'm currently living, which I know that I am incredibly fortunate and privileged to be able to be in that space. I still have moments of lack in terms of money in my mentality and my old programming. So recently I thought about settling somewhere for a short while, and even though I don't financially need to work, I thought about working just so I wouldn't be cutting into my savings. So there I would be falling back into doing work that I have previously that I'm almost settling on because they're comfortable and they're easy for me to get work in those areas. Like I'm talking hospitality, I'm talking disability support work, because those are the things that I have done in the past. So I would be doing these jobs from a space of I'm doing this job to earn money, not from a place of this is my passion, this is my calling, I am going to pursue these things, and it is an added bonus that I am also earning money from it, which comes from a space of lack, which then inherently comes from a place of I don't feel worthy of following my passion and my purpose. Therefore, I'm falling back into these old patterns that come from a space of lack. And at the moment, I kind of look at it as I know who I am, but as I get older, like a lot of us, as I get older and I have all of these different experiences, I am deepening further and further into my understanding of myself as a person. And within that journey right now, I am really letting go of these labels that I have used to define who I am. All of these old programmings from, inner child wounds, from things that my family and my friends have said in the past, you know, trauma I've endured. I'm just letting all of those things go as I bring awareness to them when I get triggered, and trying to get to the very core of it and healing that part of myself through inner child work, through inner mother work, through tapping, whatever modality I decide to use at the time that feels right for me at the time. If I am solid and grounded in myself, if I'm a clear channel where I have done a lot of that healing, that means that I'm going to be able to live life with a lot more ease and flow, and really coming from a space of authentic truth and discovering more and more of what brings me joy, what brings me love, what I'm passionate about, what is it that I want to do in following my path. And as I go through that journey, being present for that day-to-day moment where I'm doing the healing, doing the things that bring me joy and love, eventually with ease and flow, all of those other things are going to fall into place where I will start to recognize what is it that I'm passionate about, what is it that I'm feeling called to do that is part of my path, and in addition, as an added bonus, is going to bring that financial prosperity. So until I get there, when those moments come up where I feel uncertainty, I feel doubt, I feel fear around money, I'm just going to anchor into that intention of abundance when it comes to money, and then I'm going to let it go. Because as soon as I energetically let go, that's when the universe is going to flood my life with abundance in those areas, because I'm unattached and I'm not creating that blockage by being energetically holding on to it so much. And the universe is always wanting what is for our highest good. So in moments where we are coming from a space of lack or fear, that is when the universe starts to give you these challenges to see whether you can rise above those and recognize that you are always worthy of the highest quality nourishment. Yes. Thank you so much for listening. I honor you and I cherish you, and just know that wherever you are on your journey at this present moment is perfect. Everything is in divine and perfect timing. I hope that wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, that everything is flowing wonderfully for you, and I will talk to you sometime soon. Bye.